Hey guys, what's going on? Meeting up with you today because I think we need to talk about something. Marijuana usage. It's running rampant in our communities. The young kids are getting strung out on these weeds. And we need to put an end to it. 2 out of every 4 children is addicted to the marijuana. And those same children also later in life become infected with the AIDS virus. Guaranteed.
2 and 4 children. I think we're moving in the opposite direction. We just legalized medical.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I think I made all that up, too, actually.
All the statistics.
I don't actually know how many children are smoking marijuana or shooting it. That's right, folks. You can shoot marijuana.
Shooting up a weed.
Right into the main vein. I'm just kidding. What's up? It's fucking Sunday. I'm tired. Matt's here.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney's here. You're listening to episode, 5? This is season 2,
episode 5.
They know what fucking season it is, Matt.
Okay.
God damn it.
Good to be here.
Yeah, Sydney's here.
You're going to have to talk a little louder soon.
It's my sister.
Hey guys, it's good to be here.
She's from all over.
I'm from here, technically. I was born here, lived here, left here.
She moved 9 years ago to North Carolina to chase her dreams to become an actress.
Yeah, it didn't pan out very well.
So you went to the wrong coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drove in. Well, she meant to go to California. She just, GPS wasn't like a big thing back then. If you didn't have a Garmin, she went the wrong fucking way.
To be fair, you guys came with me.
Oh, we didn't know where we were going either.
I think we wouldn't have survived the Smoky Mountains if Sydney was driving.
Yeah.
I still talk about that today. I talk about how Matt had to make me pull over.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
You don't know why they call them the Smoky Mountains?
Is it that marijuana percentage?
It's because 2 and 4 children that live in the region are addicted to marijuana.
I feel like that region's got other problems, not marijuana.
You're right. It's the ginseng trade. It's depleting the natural resources in the area. 2 and 4 children in the area are addicted to ginseng. So what's up? What are we doing? What are we even talking about today?
I don't know.
Childhood movies. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to talk about childhood drug addiction today on the podcast.
That'll segue into childhood movies.
You ever rode a Segway?
I haven't.
Me either. I wouldn't want to.
No.
Have you?
No, I don't think I would have the balance for it.
I don't think you have to balance on it.
It's supposed to balance itself.
Yeah. There's a guy that goes to Walmart that drives his Segway through Walmart.
Well,
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've seen those people on the hoverboards. I feel like that'd be the same concept.
I've not seen
I
that.
think those are a little harder to do.
Yeah.
I haven't tried one.
I haven't either.
Mm-mm. So, Sydney, why don't you tell us about yourselves? How did you meet Matt and I?
Well, I met you in 93. I don't exactly remember, but I was born into that family. You were
Which
there
family?
first. The Clary family. I'm no longer a member.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I met Matt my freshman year of high school, I think. And he would take me to school. And we would all just hang out. We'd take lots of walks. We'd go swim at Prairie Lee.
We'd sulk
We would sulk like a motherfucker.
about our woes
They're not any better.
at Lakewood.
the huge life problems we thought mattered.
Yeah.
Well,
Some of them still matter.
which ones?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's a few of them.
Yeah. I mean, we all made major life decisions together, I feel like. We would go on big walks, and Matt decided he was moving away, and I decided I was moving away.
High school, once you graduate high school, your life is over. For sure.
The good part of your life is over.
You'll never smile again. And that's just how it is.
Okay.
So, childhood movies. You talking Disney?
Absolutely. I love Disney.
Yeah, they kind of weird me out with all the boners on the covers and how they spelled penis in the sky and all the other movies and shit. They do weird shit.
The only thing that ever bothered me, I think, about Disney movies as I got older was that the tragedy that was always in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the boners kind of bothered me a little bit.
Well, I never noticed the boners.
There's a fair amount of boners.
You didn't know about them until you got older.
You didn't know about them until they penetrated your brain.
Well,
And they planted that Disney seed deep into the back of your head. And they're like, watch the next one. So you did.
it's marketing. Isn't that what you got your degree in?
Sex sells. They're like, we're going to make this cover a little more appealing. Put a fat dick in that coral over there. You got it. There it is, big fat veiny dick. It's genius. Under the sea. Dun, 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 under the sea.
I haven't seen too many of the ones that we used to watch recently.
I think that they do it in spurts where they'll sell them for a while and then they'll stop selling specific movies for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's how Disney does it. Not how everybody, but
I've seen all the new ones.
because
For
they're
the
always
boys.
like coming out of the Disney vault
Yeah.
this fall is.
Mhm.
So they'll hold a movie for a while and then
They just started doing the real life versions of them.
yeah, and none of them are any good.
I
I don't think I've seen any of them yet.
They're not good.
I didn't go see the new Jungle Book.
I saw Jungle Book. I saw Beauty and the Beast. I saw Maleficent. I
did
haven't
see
seen
that one.
Lion
I forgot
King.
about that.
Oh, it was terrible. It was fucking terrible. The Jungle Book, just, I don't know. The original, the cartoon version's way better to me. Same with Beauty and the Beast. I didn't think. The Beauty and the Beast wasn't bad. I just didn't enjoy it.
I think I saw part of it. I think Paige watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't as fun to me, I guess.
I've seen a lot of the older ones within the last few years. Well, it's been a little bit, but watching kids while I was in college, they always wanted to watch. Frozen's the new one.
Mhm.
I've
Well,
not seen
newer. But,
Moana.
yeah.
Mulan?
But, yeah,
I did recently watch that.
see Mulan or Shrek isn't Disney, but, that came out when I was in the 3rd grade, so that's old.
Dude, if I never see Shrek again, it'll be too fucking soon. I hate those movies.
Yeah?
I don't like Mike Myers. I don't like anything he does.
You didn't like Austin Powers?
Fuck
Oh
no,
my
I
God.
hate Austin Powers.
Speaking of childhood movies, we had to watch. My dad owned 5 movies
Yeah.
when we were a kid, probably. And the Austin Powers movie was one of them because we didn't have cable. And so if it was not 6 o'clock in the morning where cartoons were playing,
Yeah.
you're watching one of those movies.
We
Yeah.
had down at my grandpa's lake house. We used to go like every other weekend when I was little. There was one movie. It was The Abyss. So I've watched that movie probably 1,000 times.
Yeah. We had Excalibur, the
Yeah.
1980s version that had Liam Neeson in it.
Yeah.
And the only thing I remember about it, well, there's 2
I
scenes
know
where he
what you're
actually
gonna
pulls
say.
Excalibur. And then there's this really weird sex scene
Yeah.
where he's wearing full chainmail armor, but this chick is completely naked. I'm like 10 years old, like, yo. But we had Rush Hour,
Yeah.
Nice.
Shanghai Noon,
Mm-hmm.
Um, Little Nicky.
That movie.
I don't know if we had any
I'm
kids movies. My dad was kind of weird. He liked to watch. My dad let me watch Porky's when I was like 10.
Yeah, or like American Pie. I remember that.
Yeah. Porky's is way worse than American Pie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It was like a National Lampoon style movie,
Yeah.
but there was naked chicks everywhere.
So it's like a softcore porn.
Pretty much, yeah. So I saw a lot of boobies on that one. But yeah, I'll never watch any of those movies again.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I'm so burnt out on them. Yeah, the Shanghai movies can kiss my ass. They're fucking terrible. Little Nicky's dumb. Adam Sandler hasn't done anything funny in 20 years.
I will watch old Adam Sandler movies, though. Little Nicky's not my favorite, but I do like Big Daddy, Wedding Singer, quote that constantly.
Yeah, but Wedding Singer's like 97.
Yeah.
Big Daddy was, what, 2000?
I think it was
I used to
98.
think Billy Madison was hilarious.
No.
Happy Gilmore's good.
Happy Gilmore is still good.
I don't know. I watched some Adam Sandler stand-up comedy the other day, and it was fucking terrible.
He does stand-up?
He did
Yeah, I
way
didn't
back
know.
in the day. Well, he does now, yeah.
Oh.
But back in the day, it was really bad. It was really bad.
That doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of comedians.
And he would talk in that
aren't
dumb
good.
voice like, oh, yeah,
Mhm.
He's like, shut the fuck up. Talk like a normal person. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Adam Sandler. I really don't even like comedy movies all that much, to be completely honest with you.
I watched Tropic Thunder the other day.
That's one of the few. I could watch a comedy one time. After I watch it that one time, I never want to see it again. Just because it's not going to be. Most of them aren't funny.
Tropic Thunder is
Next
still
time
funny.
through.
That will always be my favorite comedy movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I like a movie that has comedic portions to it. You go see the new Marvel movies and they all have funny spots in them, which is enjoyable.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my God,
Guardians
that
of the
was so
Galaxy.
funny. Yes. Mhm.
Korg. He's my favorite character.
Oh, is that the rock guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
I'm kind of the leader in here.
And what's that guy's name with the glasses? That I don't know if he was like evil in it. But
Guy with the glasses.
yeah, he was in Jurassic Park, I think.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
supposed
funny.
to be.
Oh, yeah. What's his name in that one?
I can't remember. He's supposed to be like. Just like a slumlord.
He runs the trash world.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where are you from? That ass place?"
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's really good.
Endgame's about to come out on DVD.
I think it did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's out.
stoked. I want to watch it again.
Yeah, Kenny saw it twice in theaters. I think he did once in IMAX and once regular.
We went and saw it at the Alamo.
It sucks that Stan Lee didn't live long enough to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first Marvel movie to really kind of jumpstart the popularity of the franchise was the Spider-Mans in the 90s with Tobey Maguire.
And those were
yeah.
not good.
Huh?
I just want to go on the record and say those were
You
bad.
didn't like those?
The first one was okay. The other two were really fucking bad.
I just thought Tobey Maguire was a shit pick for Spider-Man. He's
Well, so was,
weird.
not
Andrew Garfield.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Weird.
He's fucking terrible.
Is that the second set of
Yeah.
Spider-Man? I don't think I've even seen those.
Well, they have Gwen Stacy in those instead of Mary Jane. And
Yeah.
I didn't, I'm not a comic person. My husband knows a little bit more, obviously, so he had to explain it to me that, he's got two girlfriends. And I'm like, okay, well, one of them dies.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy died in the comics, and then he meets Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Seems like a lot of trauma for that kid to go through. Dead girlfriend, dead uncle,
Uncle Ben.
Spider-Man.
He made the best rice.
R.I.P.
I like Tom Holland as
I do too.
Spider-Man in the new one, so.
Yeah, he's not bad. I don't know about the take they did on Mary Jane though, with how she's like super melancholic and just down in the dumps. Did you see the new Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went and saw it recently.
Far From Home?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
I
it
mean,
yet.
that gal that plays her does fine, but I just think their spin on the character was just kind of like...
Yeah. I don't really mind it. It just, maybe because I just don't know the comic books very well either, so I just accept it for what it is.
That's how I am too.
Mm-hmm.
I never read the comics or anything, so I don't really care if the movies like align with the comics.
Yeah, I don't care.
I haven't seen a Marvel movie I didn't like.
The first Thor was fucking butt shit toots. It was terrible.
I tried to watch it when it came out, and it was so dark. And it was when we lived in Cambridge Heights.
The first Thor?
Yeah, it came out in 11.
Huh.
And
It was fucking awful.
my room was too dark. I had the lights off. Tried to watch the movie. The TV was too dark. And then I fell asleep.
Some of the X-Men movies I'll never watch again either. Like 2 and 3.
I've only seen
They
the
were just
first
on
one.
TV so much, and I didn't think either one of those were that great to begin with.
They still are on TV all the time.
It's just like, oh,
Well, they
fuck.
just keep rebooting the cast and telling the same story, which I'm totally fine with. Like, I
Well,
keep
they-
seeing the new ones.
The current one's actually a different timeline.
Yeah, they're like the younger kids.
But
But
it's
now it's over.
It's a different like universe, different timeline than the original one that we were watching with Hugh Jackman and stuff.
But why does everybody have... Why are they the same fucking characters then? Like, why is it Cyclops
It's like an
still?
alternate reality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same characters, but that's how the comic book world writes new storylines. It'll be like a spin-off reality.
Because
Oh.
wasn't Origins supposed to be a separate timeline?
For who? Which Origins?
I thought there was only one.
Are you talking about the Wolverine movies?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, he's like 900
They
Where
years
where
old.
they create the... I can't think of the name. The
The
guy with the
Weapon
swords.
X.
Yeah, Weapon X, yeah.
I don't think that one was supposed to... No, that wasn't a different storyline. So what happened with that is they did the spin-off with the new ones. And the First Class movies and shit. And those were a different reality. They moved in that direction. So essentially they started the storyline going one way. And then they branch off with First Class going a different direction. And then you have Logan, which goes in a different direction as those...
But isn't Wade Deadpool?
Yeah.
So how did he go from being Weapon X to turning into Deadpool?
That's a good question.
Deadpool was a Weapon X experiment.
Yeah, but
in
it's
the
the
comic.
same guy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the same character, right?
Yeah, they didn't want to make Deadpool the way that he was in the comic. That's why they made Deadpool movies. The Deadpool movies are a Deadpool origin story.
Right. But where's the connection between Weapon X and Deadpool? Like he goes from being Wade to Deadpool, or he went from being Wade to Stryker, turning him into Weapon X.
No, that's what happened. That is what happened. He got cancer and volunteered for cancer treatment.
Right.
And then, unbeknownst to him, he goes into the Weapon X program and they weaponize him. That's what happened. And then when he comes out, he's got all these powers and he becomes Deadpool after that.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying
I'm not understanding your question then.
how does he become Deadpool if he becomes this Weapon X in X-Men Origins, where he's got swords that come out of his hands and he shoots.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. They didn't want to create actual Deadpool. The studio did that. That wasn't a comic book thing. They fucked that character all up. They did it on purpose because they didn't want goofy Deadpool being out there doing stupid shit, but they wanted to put him in because he's part of the same program Wolverine and Sabretooth were part of.
And then they went ahead and decided to do Deadpool movies.
Well, yeah, because they fucking butchered the character.
Okay.
I mean,
well, that's why I was asking. I was
that
like,
whole movie
that doesn't make any
sucks.
sense.
The first one.
That
was,
first Wolverine movie was fucking
I think you're talking
terrible.
about Deadpool. I was going to say the first one I got to laugh at. The second one could have been better.
No, I'm talking about the Wolverine origin movie where they show Deadpool in it. And, it's fucking terrible. That movie was terrible.
Where he's fighting his brother and shit.
Yeah. And Liev Schreiber plays Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I've never seen him.
It's fucking terrible. Yeah. They could have done away with that one. Now, the next two origin stories that they did for Wolverine weren't really good. The one where he goes to Japan.
Yeah.
That's an actual comic book line. And then when they did Logan. And those two were really good. I thought those were really good. They needed to take the fucking PG-13 rating off of Wolverine's character. That was my whole qualm with Venom.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, like that movie probably should have been rated R.
I thought it was.
No.
Didn't it initially start out
That's why Tom Hardy signed on to do it. Because they said they wanted to do a more serious one. They're going to give it, they're greenlit for an R rating. And then halfway through filming it, I can't remember, I think they may have fired one of the writers or something.
Mm-hmm.
But halfway through filming it, they came out and said that it was going to be a PG-13 release. And then they were like, we're trying to make it more family friendly. And it was just like,
y'all made Deadpool, you know, a bunch of dick jokes and
you got to remember Disney owns Marvel. So Disney doesn't want to put out a ton of movies like that.
I feel you.
That's the same reason why Star Wars got kind of throttled down and it wasn't as gruesome as, I mean, not that it's ever been gruesome. Star Wars has never been gruesome, but there are some scenes like in the cantina where he cuts the guy's arm off.
Mm-hmm.
And the arm falls on the floor and there's blood around it. Well, if you bought that movie today, they've digitally erased the blood out of it.
Well, Logan was, I mean, that was gnarly as a motherfucker.
Well, they weren't going to do Logan if they couldn't get that rating.
I was going to say.
Because there's no fucking way. You can't do Wolverine's character justice on PG-13. Yeah. Like in the comics, he's fucking ruthless. He kills the shit out of stuff. He's not Batman. Like Wolverine kills people.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people. And it's the same with Deadpool. You can't do a PG-13 Deadpool.
No.
Just don't even do it.
Not
at all.
If that's what you want to do. But yeah, I don't know. Like the next Venom movie is a Venom Carnage movie, and they're already talking about it. Man,
it's Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if they're actually going to keep him as Carnage. We'll see what happens. They haven't released any information on it. They've just confirmed that the movie's happening. I don't know why they would recast him, but I'm worried about it though. Cuz I'm worried that they're going to do the same fucking thing they did with Venom. Cuz Carnage is brutal.
See, I never really even knew like the Venom storyline or anything. So I remember back when I had the Spider-Man game on N64. I was like, who is this red? It looks like a combination of Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah.
I never really knew who. I had to look that up after I watched Venom.
Venom's kind of like, at times he's a villain and at times he's like an anti-hero where he'd help Spider-Man out to defeat a common enemy that the two of them had, but Spider-Man and him were never pals.
Which that's who Carnage is, right? The common enemy between the two.
Yeah. Carnage is the bad deal guy.
And then there's one more, like Toxin or something like that.
They did a bunch of them, like there's Doppelganger and Spider-Man gets infected by Venom at some point.
That's what I was thinking. Is that what happened in the third
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
That's
of
where
the
they-
first series.
Oh my god, where they fucking put Topher Grace in
Yes.
there is about
Tobey Maguire
throw
and
the whole
Topher
fucking movie
Grace.
away, dude. They casted that motherfucker to be Venom. Mm-hmm. And then spent the most movie that had ever been spent on a movie up to that time with Topher Grace.
We all
or
got to go
Trofer,
see that
whatever the fuck his
movie
name is, as the bad guy.
in the 8th grade. Since we all read the most at Campbell, they took us to the movies, and that's the movie we saw. And we made fun of it.
I would have made fun of it too. The fucking
This
emo
is our
scene.
reward.
The
Yeah.
emo scene is unwatchable. It's cringy.
And that's coming from somebody who's in the emo scene. Me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No,
me.
me.
I was definitely not in the emo scene.
Or at least I wanted to be.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know. I like the current Spider-Man movies. I haven't seen one that I didn't like yet.
Mm-hmm.
The one that Michael Keaton was in was pretty good,
Yeah.
and this most recent one was pretty good with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, I didn't like Thor. Thor was really bad.
Kenny
I didn't even
really
watch
didn't
the
like
second one. Still haven't seen it to this day because
Kenny
the
hated
first one was so bad.
what they did to Thor in Endgame. Is that the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't like the fact that they made him all fat and stupid and
Yeah.
silly.
I don't even remember. What was the second Thor? Oh, Dark World.
Yeah.
Or we talked about that 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I like that one.
I can't do it, man. I won't watch it. I refuse to watch it.
Yeah.
The first one was so fucking bad. And the only reason I watched Ragnarok is because they brought the Hulk over and they started like bringing other characters into it. And it wasn't just about Thor. Not that I thought old Hemsworth or whatever did a bad job. I just thought the writing was really fucking bad. And like the main bad guy at the end of the first one was so lackluster that I was just like, what was the point in even making this fucking movie?
The robot thing?
Yeah. The fire robot. That's the fucking bad guy you came up with. It was like Justice League. Did you ever see Justice League?
I did.
The Steppenwolf, the guy at the end of that, their bad guy. They killed him in like fucking 2 seconds. I was like, you built up all this shit, wrote the worst script of all time, had a really good cast, mediocre CGI, and you kill this motherfucker off in 7 seconds? The same thing happened in the recent Star Wars storyline.
I know I've seen it, but I can't remember.
It's been a while. I mean, not that long, but it's been a second.
Yeah, that movie's terrible. I won't even go see the DC movies right now. I'm going to go see the Joker movie.
Yeah.
And the only reason is because Joaquin Phoenix is playing him.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking reason I'm going to see it. And I think that because, like Heath Ledger, I think Joaquin Phoenix can do justice to that character because he's one of the few people in Hollywood that can play a mentally insane person and make it convincing, you know? Not
just be the worst.
Well, not make it this cringy,
Acting.
like joke-worthy performance.
Yeah.
That was, if they could just take Jared Leto out of Suicide
Oh,
Squad.
fuck him, dude.
I didn't like the whole I'm a gangster
it's
type
corny.
of deal. And then every white trash fucking girl in the world is like, oh yeah, I'm your Harley Quinn if you're my Joker. Like, blow my fucking head off
Oh, I
if I
can't
see that
stand
shit on
those memes.
Facebook.
I can't even stand Jared Leto in general. Like,
No, I
he's
don't
done
like
some...
Jared Leto.
I'm not
I
gonna...
like
I'll give
that
him his
movie
credit.
Aside from him.
He's done... Oh, man.
What? What'd he say?
You like Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ryan, if you thought Matt did like Suicide Squad, get the fuck out of here.
It was so bad, dude. It made no sense. Nothing about it made sense.
I thought it was good.
I just can't do a movie.
Matt's the most easily entertained person I've ever fucking
When it comes
met.
to movies, yeah.
I just can't do the whole movie's like centered around like butt cheeks. And it's like, all right, like we're not 17-year-old boys.
Well,
Go watch porn if that's all you want to do. For real. I'm sitting here watching this movie and this guy's like, oh my God, those shorts are so short on Margot Robbie. We get it, dude. Go home. Like, I'm trying to fucking watch a movie.
The problem is they made that movie for 17-year-old boys.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, it was so fucking bad. It didn't make any sense.
These
Like 90% of the characters in that didn't have to be in it.
Yeah.
At all. What the fuck was the point in it? There was no point in even putting them in it.
Okay.
That fucking what was his name? The Native American guy that died the second they hit the ground.
They got rid of him.
No, the whole squad though. They had 3 characters and they were the only ones that had dialogue. They were the only ones that did anything. Everybody else died. So why even write them? Why? My thing is, why waste the on-screen time? Because you're timed. You can only put so much into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And put these characters in it. Let's take the characters you're going to use and develop them a little bit more so they make a little more sense in the storyline. Then focus on these fucking guys you're going to kill off in 2 seconds.
The Native American guy and the flame guy are the only 2 that died.
The flame guy didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
No, he fucking didn't. He's the one that killed the Enchantress at the end of the movie.
No. He got killed by her brother.
Matt has seen this movie 37 times, Ryan.
Well, not really by her brother, but he got held down, and they were over the top of the bomb, and he told them to blow the bomb to kill her brother, and he died with him.
I don't remember.
Will Smith is the one that blew up the machine.
Well, that was the very end of the movie.
Well, yeah, you said killed the Enchantress.
The rest of the squad, there was like 15 fucking people on the ground with him at first that were named characters that died immediately. It was like, what was the fucking point? Because even in the
only
prison,
2 that got killed.
Dude,
The Native American guy died right off the bat, and then the flame guy died towards the
Captain
end of the movie.
Kangaroo.
He didn't die.
To be fair, none of these movies are from our childhood.
That's true. Well, we started out with the old Spider-Man movies, so those were kind of childhood movies.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up?
Trying to.
What other movies?
From our childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Panda Man died. Frost died.
Who's Panda?
Monster T died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are all these fucking characters that didn't even need to be in the fucking movie.
Well, let me see.
You don't even remember them.
Yeah.
The Panda
Now
Man
I'm
guy.
curious to even know who this was, because I don't remember seeing him at the jail.
I mean, I don't have pictures of the fucking characters, but
Just Google it. That picture. You wanna see?
Frost. See, I don't remember him either.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Monster T.
Why are we wasting time on these fucking guys?
Dude, I don't remember any of these people. Are you sure you're looking up the right movie?
No, this is my bad. This was Homicide Squad.
Okay.
Matt does love a good ripoff.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
Love that one too.
My point is, DC is blowing it with. Okay, so
I don't like any of DC's characters anyway.
Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't watch it.
Wonder Woman was good. They did a good job telling the story. They laid it out. They did what they needed to do for an origin movie. Wonder Woman was good. The Superman movies, I liked them. A lot of people took a shit on them. I didn't think they were bad. I personally even liked Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
either.
I thought Doomsday was fucking badass. The bad guy in it. And then they brought Wonder Woman into that, and Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman fought him off. So I thought they did good with that. They blew it with the Justice League. And I thought they fucking... Well, I'm not the only one. Almost everybody that ever saw it, with the exception of Matt, thought that Suicide Squad was fucking terrible. I mean, I think... I want to see what the...
I like
The
Will.
rating.
I like Will Smith.
I do too.
So I think that's
He's
part
not
of the
in the
reason
next.
why I like that movie.
No.
He's not doing the next one.
They're trying to get Idris Elba. But I don't know if he signed off for it or not.
It got a 40 on Metascore.
Okay.
It got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb, but that's crowd rating.
Well, that's what matters. Not the critics.
Well, I mean, they both matter. It got a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes doesn't matter though, because they gave It Follows. They gave It Follows a 98%,
And the audience score was 60. So, but movies always get a better reception from audiences for sure.
Yeah.
Because the audiences aren't like going into it like
Not yours critical.
Well, they're not looking for shit to tear apart with it.
Yeah.
It's just if it's like broken, they'll voice their opinions.
Well, I feel like that with the comic book movies, the people that are super critical are the ones that are knowledgeable about the comic books.
Which makes sense. Like if I was absorbed in something my whole life and then you go make a movie of it and just totally fucking butcher it. Like the Rum Diary.
Yeah.
I read that book in high school, really liked that book. They made a fucking movie and Johnny stupid fuckhead Depp tried to make it a comedy. If you've ever read the book, it is not a comedy. It's not a comedy.
It has comic portions, but it's
small.
not a comedy
It's
at
a
all.
total tragedy.
Yeah.
The whole fucking story is a total tragedy.
I've never read it.
From the
That's a really
beginning
good book.
I haven't even seen the movie.
all the way to the end is a
movie
fucking
sucked.
tragedy.
That's what kind of makes me worried about seeing this Million Little Pieces movie because the book was amazing. Regardless,
If they make that a comedy,
yeah, that's.
I'm done. I don't know how that movie will pan out. I don't think it'll be bad as long as they use the book to write the script.
Yeah.
And that kid that they have playing James Frey, he's a pretty good actor. So
I haven't seen the cast, but I'll watch the movie.
I can look it up. I know that that's the kid that was in Kick-Ass, and he was also in the first Godzilla movie.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, it's Nick Cage is playing him.
Nick Cage has never been in a Godzilla movie.
He's just gonna
I
put a
wouldn't be
backwards
surprised if he
baseball
had.
cap on and pretend to be like he's 16.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson is the kid I'm talking about that was in Kick-Ass, and he is Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is he in?
Godzilla.
What other movies?
I don't know. I'll look it up here in a second. Billy Bob Thornton's in it. He's playing Leonard. Charlie Hunnam is playing Bobby Fay Jr. Odessa Young, I don't know her. She's playing Lily. Giovanni Ribisi, Juliette Lewis. Dude, this cast is fucking stacked.
Juliette Lewis, that's a good pick.
Did it already come? It came out in 2018?
I don't think they release it, though.
This movie's been out for a year.
Well, he had just posted
Yeah.
something about it.
Oh, it came out as a TV series.
Oh.
So they're not doing a movie? Or they
They
did
made
a
it-
TV series and now they're doing a movie?
Man, see, I don't know. They made it seem like it was a fucking film. But I guess it was a TV series.
It didn't seem like it was going to be released for like a month, year.
I've never read the book or anything.
It's good. It's about his extent or his.
I guess it comes out in the United States on August 30th.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But it was already released in Europe. But see, they're showing it here with an R rating as a film on IMDb. See, that's fucking confusing.
It's just about his time in a rehab facility.
Oh, okay.
It's a good book.
It didn't get very good reviews, at least from what was previously seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What is everybody's favorite childhood movie? Go back, think about what you would enjoy watching over and over and over again as a child. Because it was the 90s and the TV was our babysitter.
I don't know. There's a lot. I'm going to immediately, actually, I do know, The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
to
I
this
could've guessed
day,
that.
one of my favorite movies. I watched The Gladiator with Russell Crowe a lot. I just thought it was cool. And the reason I love that movie is because Mom bought me that fake wooden sword from Chinatown.
I do remember that.
So when the movie was going on, I was fucking just out there like acting like I was in there doing combat too. Even though, I mean, I really probably shouldn't have been watching that movie. That movie's very gruesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good movie though.
I don't know if I've seen it or remember it.
You've definitely seen it. I've seen it so many times that there's no way you haven't seen it.
I blocked it out.
Star Wars Episode 1, probably number 2 on my list.
Yeah, I used to watch the Star Wars movies a
Listen
lot when I was
up.
little.
You heard it here. Episode 1 is better than you claim it to be. That motherfucker was the hitter, alright? That shit went off. I don't care how you feel about Jar Jar Binks.
I fucking love Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks was funny to me. Darth Maul, not only did he look scary, he was super fucking badass.
Yeah.
Okay? The pod racing scene was dope.
Yeah, I had the video game too.
Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn going at it with fucking Darth Maul. Masterpiece. Okay? And if you were a boy in the 90s and you didn't have a crush on Natalie Portman, who played Queen Amidala, you're a fucking liar. Okay? That was Star Wars Episode 1. Nostalgia to the max. I love that movie. That's probably number 2
Isn't
on my
that
list.
the only movie that Liam Neeson has done where he got killed by somebody in?
I don't know. I know he did I can't remember if it was The House on Haunted Hill or something. He was in that and he died in that. But he wasn't killed by a person. He got, something fell and killed him.
Oh, they were about to say he was killed by a ghoul.
No, yeah. He was killed by a spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he plays King Arthur in Excalibur. Yeah, it may be one of the very few.
I want to say I saw something like that on Facebook or something.
But man, the hype around that movie, fucking Pepsi did the Star Wars cans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, Taco Bell had the Star Wars toys. It was the first Star Wars movie since 1983. So it had been 15 years.
And we saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Or 16 years. Oh, dude. That was the shit when that was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much hype. Fucking everybody's at recess. Fucking acting like they got lightsabers. Yeah, I loved that. Trying to think of what else.
My number one, not 100% sure why, Forrest Gump was my favorite childhood movie.
She watched the fuck out of that.
What
What
about Evil Dead?
Dude. Evil Dead
2. It wasn't
Evil
the
Dead
original.
2.
Oh, it wasn't the original.
The worst part about it, I don't remember, and I'll let everybody that's listening know, my mother and her boyfriend lived in a townhome after my parents got divorced, and they were playing this movie, and my mom made a cake, or they bought a cake, it doesn't fucking matter.
She probably made it.
I was eating chocolate cake and walking through the living room, and there's a scene where an eyeball flies into somebody's mouth and instant vomit. And then in 2016, they released a new one.
15, actually.
15?
Was it 15?
Been a while. That time went quick.
I think I rented that from Family Video and never took it back.
Well, it's yours now.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Before Dawn.
And that was also gnarly. And
That one was gnarly.
What-
The new one?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh, yeah.
even. That wasn't like the traditional Evil Dead movies, like where they made them kind of like. So they were making fun of horror movies in Evil Dead.
Yeah, I thought it was a little.
That's what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They were making fun of those slasher
They were,
movies
like,
of the
over
80s.
the top.
Yeah, that's Sam Raimi, the director and writer, was like, we used so much blood, like it's not even possible for somebody to have that much blood in their body. And they were like, they did that on purpose. Like when they cut her arm off, and it's just like 47 gallons of blood come out, or like in Armies of Darkness, when he falls down the well and blows the monster's head off, and a fountain, he falls like 100 feet down this well, a fountain of blood is squirting up out of the top of the well. It's just like, it was a joke.
Yeah.
They were making fun of all of it. The new one, man, they went in on it. That wasn't even a fucking horror film anymore. That went to straight gore film status.
When she licks the razor blade.
Oh.
When she cut her fucking arm off with the turkey carving knife.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
shit.
oh my God, that was hard to watch. Not only because you're watching somebody cut their arm off, but then she didn't even get through the ligaments, and then they just pulled it off. I was just like, at least in the original Evil Dead 2, when he cuts his hand off, and it's 8,000 gallons of blood, he's like laughing and going crazy as he's doing. And then the hand starts beating the shit out of him. So.
The only thing I think of at the end of that movie is the new one is she was a drug addict and the only one that survived.
Yeah.
And that house was full of a bunch of dead people. There was no way she didn't get charged.
And
with
she's
something.
missing an arm. Yeah, I like how she just goes back to society.
Yeah.
Like, her sister dies. And she's just like, man, fuck her.
Life goes on.
Yeah. I'll be okay. I'm sober now. That's
Yeah.
what I needed to sober up. I needed to see.
That is rock bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. If you smell. Yeah, that movie was tough.
So no, that was not my favorite childhood movie.
The Santa
I knew that
Claus.
story. That's why I said that.
I fucking love the Santa Claus, and I will still watch the Santa Claus every Christmas. I also love Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Ugh.
It's so good.
Ugh.
It is kind of funny.
It's so fucking
Cannon
funny.
likes watching it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Can't do it.
It is so fucking comical.
Tom
And that came
Cruise.
out when I was in the 3rd grade, I think, as well.
Johnny Depp and Jim Carrey.
Johnny Depp is just an insufferable cunt in real life, okay? Jim Carrey is fucking weird in real life, but his style of comedy isn't funny to me.
You didn't like the number 23?
I didn't see the number 23.
I saw a little bit of it, but that was a weird fucking movie.
His style of comedy is just this over the top, mega goofy. I don't find it funny. It just annoys me, is what it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like Jim Carrey.
It works for the Grinch, though.
Yeah,
and
like Ace Ventura I can do without.
Me,
but-
Myself, and Irene was funny.
Yeah, that was
And-
funny. Oh, that was the other movie we owned.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Me, Myself, and Irene was funny. What else did he do? I didn't see that Eternal Sunshine movie, but I heard that it was very good.
Bruce Almighty.
That was fine. I liked Yes Man.
I had to think about that for a second. I was like, was he in Bruce Almighty? But you're definitely right.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
Bruce.
because then the next one, the next
Well,
one
all
was
I could
Steve Carell.
yeah,
was
that's
like
all I
Evan
could think of.
Almighty or
Oh,
something
Was
like that.
Steve Carell being in it? I couldn't think of anything.
I think the only part I thought was funny was when he was making Steve Carell talk all weird.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to do the news. That was like the only funny part of that movie.
Yeah, I don't think Jim Carrey's that funny. I never have. I don't know what it is.
Well,
That's another reason why I don't think Adam Sandler's funny, though.
Yeah,
'Cause
his comedy is kind of the same style.
way. It's not as animated as Jim Carrey's, but it's like the same.
but it
shit.
works for a child because it's silly. Both of them. That's why I think it's so funny that, I mean, as a kid, if I were to see like the Pet Detective movies, I'd laugh. Now I'd say, or Dumb and Dumber.
I never liked those movies.
Yeah, I didn't think Dumb and Dumber was funny either. I don't know. He's just one of them guys. I also think John Travolta is one of the worst fucking actors of all time.
I don't fuck with Scientologists.
John Travolta is El Terrible. He's fucking terrible. He sucks.
And a bad human being.
He's not good. Name a good John Travolta movie.
Who gives a shit? Fuck
Swordfish.
Shut the fuck up. That movie was not good, and you know it. And if that movie was good for any reason, it's only because Halle Berry and Hugh Jackman are in it. And that's the only fucking reason that movie would be any good.
That was just one of the only ones I could think of.
He had that loaded and ready.
Yeah, I was going to say it beforehand, and then you gave me the opening.
What else? That you've seen that you were like, man, John Travolta really made an impact on me.
Wasn't he in Face Off?
Yeah,
He was in Pulp Fiction.
He was in Pulp Fiction. And the best part of his character in Pulp Fiction is where Bruce Willis blows his fucking ass away. That actually is a good scene, though, where he shoots him.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I can't think of any.
Did you
other
see
movies.
Phenomenon?
No.
Okay, it's terrible. Did you see Saturday Night Fever?
No.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Did you see The Taking of Phylum 123?
Nope.
Terrible.
That title just fucking
Did you
sounds
see what's that movie called where he's the From Russia with Love? No, that's a James Bond movie. What the fuck was that called?
Footloose?
Oh, that's Kevin Bacon. Also terrible.
Also terrible.
What?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon's in Footloose, dog.
That's definitely not
He
John
was
Travolta.
He was in Grease. John
Grease.
Travolta.
That's what I was thinking of.
He's not in Footloose. You guys are idiots. Battlefield Earth. Did you see that
I don't think I
fucking
saw
turd? That's a movie based on...
That's why I can't think of any, because I haven't seen any
L.
of his
Ron
fucking
Hubbard.
movies.
Of course it's based on fucking L. Ron Hubbard.
Gotti. One of the worst rated movies of all time.
Mm-mm. Haven't seen it.
Let's see here. Let me find that movie. The Killing Season. Did you see that?
No.
With Robert De Niro and him? Fucking trash. I watched that. From Paris with Love. Sorry.
Ryan, why are you so obsessed with John Travolta?
Trash.
You've
thought you
seen
didn't like
all of
this
these
guy.
movies.
Did you see Hairspray?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about watching it. How about Wild Hogs?
No, I didn't
Oh,
saw it.
I have seen 30 seconds
Yeah.
on accident probably at the gym.
And it's not good,
I
right?
think I've seen
Well,
the trailer
fuck
for it.
no.
He was in
That was it.
he was in The Punisher.
Yeah, that's what the Wild Hogs was.
And-
Was a Punisher.
He was so bad. He was so bad in The Punisher that they couldn't even kill him without making it bad. They killed everybody else just fine in that movie.
Yeah.
He dies by getting dragged by a car into a bunch of cars that blow up, and that's what kills him. I was so fucking pissed about the way that movie ended, because it was cool up until that point. And
Yeah.
then they kill him that way. I was like, dude, fuck you guys, man. Let's see here. What else is he in? Didn't see that. Swordfish. The General's Daughter. I remember that movie. It was about this gal that got raped and murdered.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was a military sexual assault movie. Yeah, Face Off. Michael. He plays an angel that fell from heaven and landed on Earth and became a romance guy.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking terrible. Yeah, there's not one.
It sounds like you've seen a lot of his movies
I've seen a lot of movies.
for hating this guy.
I've just seen a lot of movies. When we went to our mom's on the weekend, that's what we did. We rented movies.
Just watched movies.
We'd go to Hollywood Video or Blockbuster, and we'd rent 4 or 5 movies, and that's what we did all weekend was watch movies.
Or Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
While we ate Taco
I
Bell.
love
Stupid dog!
Courage.
Yeah,
I
that
used to
movie's
get
That's a good
so
show.
scared, but I wanted to hang out with Ryan so bad, and he wanted to watch Courage.
It was kind of creepy. Well, it was either Dragon Ball Z or Courage.
Yeah, that was pretty much
Those
all
are
I
the only
watched
those are-
TV-wise.
Sorry. Courage is a cartoon. Dragon Ball Z isn't a cartoon.
It's anime.
It's anime. If I call it a cartoon, I'll get it.
Oh yeah.
All right,
People
Matt,
take
what's your movie?
Yeah, man, you're not even talking, dude.
Fast and the Furious.
Shut the fuck up. Next.
That's
That's
one
your
of my
childhood
favorite movies.
movie? When did
I
the first
love
one
that
come out?
movie.
No, it's just one of his favorite movies, period.
Well, I already fucking knew that. I can't even see a Fast and the Furious like commercial without thinking about Matt.
They're not even
Like the new
fast and-
fucking Hobbs and whatever the other
I'm not
dude's
gonna go
name
see
is.
that.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm really not.
You'll rent it.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
No, I've already seen the trailer. It looks fucking stupid.
He's like, no, I already downloaded it illegally.
I'm going to text Paige and be like, I need you to immediately contact me if Matt watches this Calvin and Hobbes movie.
It's Hobbs and Shaw.
That's what I was thinking, Calvin and Hobbes.
You're going
I'm trying to look it up.
Well, you're trying to watch it right now.
What?
You just said you're trying to look it up.
Yeah, when the first
When the first one came out.
99.
was it 99?
Have
Yeah,
you
I'm
seen
pretty sure.
every single one of
It's
them?
either 99 or 2000. 'Cause
How
they
many
had
times
that-
did you watch Tokyo Drift?
Oh, it's on TV all the time.
Because they had that Limp
fucking hate
Bizkit
you.
song, My Way or the Highway, is their theme song for it. This time I'm going to let it all come out. This time I'm going to stand up and shout. That was the theme song for the first Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah,
Yep, that defines Matt perfectly.
that's what got me into cars.
And Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Two of his loves to this day.
The only song I have on my phone is Break Stuff.
Burn it. Burn it. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the only movie you watch as a kid?
I watched the Lethal Weapons with my dad all the time.
Oh, God.
He loved those movies.
Okay.
Your mom never put on like a family friendly.
I mean, all the cartoon with Disney and stuff like that. I saw all those. But the Indian in the Cupboard. I watched that a lot.
That was the
Loved
first
that
movie I
movie.
ever saw at the movies.
That movie makes
My
me think about
grandma
Ryan.
had that movie at her house.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was. It makes me a little sad.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe the nostalgia.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart. Does the Indian die? Native American is what he is.
I don't think so.
oh,
No,
okay.
because he puts him back.
Oh, he turns back into a figurine.
Yeah, he puts
Okay.
him back in the cupboard and locks him back in, turn
Yeah.
him into the figurine.
I also enjoy Ernest. I like Ernest.
Ernest movies were funny back when we were kids.
We
You
watched
watch 'em
this
now-
Scared Stupid maybe in like 2012.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I like the Gladiator too.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
Gladiator
watching
was
that one
good.
a lot.
Yeah, that sucks. That why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Jim Varney?
Jim Varney, yeah. That he died the way he died.
Yeah, he was the slinky.
Yep.
Slinky dog.
Yeah, he was dying when
Oh.
Toy Story 2 came out, and he went to the premiere of the movie and was like in a wheelchair and had lost all of his
that's
hair.
so
and
sad.
I think he died maybe 2 months after the premiere.
I like the Toy Story movies
Yeah.
a lot. The new one was actually pretty good.
I mean,
haven't seen it, but I bet it
let's be
was.
honest.
We took Cannon to see it in
Slinky
theaters.
the dog was probably in the top 3 characters in Toy Story.
Did they continue to like use his voice for Slinky
I don't know
Dog?
if they did or not.
Was he in the 4th one or the 5th one? I don't know which one
Let
this
me
is.
see.
Fourth, I think. It was fourth. Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Let's see. I can look up the character.
Was he?
Yeah. Because I feel
I'm
like
pretty sure he was in it.
I feel like I've seen him after the first one, and if he died recently after the first one, I don't know if they used a similar voice or.
No, Blake Clark
Oh.
voiced him after Jim Varney died. And Blake Clark is that guy. He's been in a ton of shit.
Oh yes, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He has a similar voice
Yes,
to
he
Jim
does.
Varney's too.
yeah.
Yeah, he voiced him after. He's the guy that says, "Home is where you make it."
yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
Dirt.
Absolutely.
I used to love that movie.
Yep. Yeah, he did Toy Story 3 and 4.
What else is he? He's in
He's
The
in-
Waterboy.
Yep. He's in
yeah.
Chuck and Larry. He's in Grown Ups, 51st Dates.
Oh, so he's an Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does Adam Sandler stuff.
Happy Madison.
He was in Little Nicky.
Yeah.
He was in The Ridiculous Six. Yep. Of course, Adam Sandler again.
Isn't that one of Adam Sandler's Netflix movies?
Mhm. I'm trying to. That's My Boy, another Adam Sandler movie.
That was the biggest piece of shit I think I've ever seen in my life.
He was in Rango. He did a voice acting part.
That's My Boy. Isn't that the one with Andy Samberg?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen it. I don't remember much of it.
It's not good. Some of those movies just try so hard to be funny.
He was in Get Smart. Remember
Wasn't
that?
with Steve Carell?
Yeah, remember that movie, Matt? When we were working at Subway and they were promoting the fucking balls out
we
of
had
it.
T-shirts that
I was
had
like,
it on
why
there. Why
is Subway pushing this movie this hard?
I don't know.
That whole summer was all about that fucking movie had already come out. It had been out for a month and a half. They were still selling Get Smart gear. Fuck that movie. I've never even seen it. Don't want to either.
Not after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
remember
guy's
they
been-
gave us new T-shirts at Subway that had the Get Smart stuff.
Yeah.
on. Thank God, though, because all of our other T-shirts smelled so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Your clothes just smelled like old sandwich.
Yeah. It was all the rotten turkey we kept feeding to everybody.
We
I
only
only
did that
ate the
one time.
cookies.
Oh, man. There's some stories I still can't tell about that place without gagging.
Well, or I don't know if the statute of limitations up on it.
It's 5 years on misdemeanor, which they were.
We talk about on the podcast and them getting arrested.
Yeah.
They're 5. It's 5 years. We're good to go. It's been 10.
Yeah.
I wasn't
God,
involved, but I
it's
was
been
forced to do
10.
the dishes.
Yeah, I know,
Once.
dude. I got a notification on my phone for the 2010 class reunion.
You're fucking old, dude.
You're older than me.
No.
I'm still young.
Forever young. Yeah, I don't know. I watched Starship Troopers. When I was a kid, that movie was badass. And then they had the cartoon, the Roughnecks. Yeah, that's what it was.
I loved Scooby-Doo when I was little.
I never liked Scooby-Doo.
Loved
I
Scooby-Doo.
I would get a
I mean,
little
I
scared.
watched a lot of it. I didn't hate it, but I was just, if something else was on, I'd rather watch something else. Because it was just like an old cartoon.
They played like the same 5 episodes, though. That's what sucked.
Yeah.
We only got to watch like the good cartoons on the weekends when we went to my mom's.
Yep.
So it was normally like the later Friday night because that's when we got picked up. So, after Courage, they would have like C Lab 2020
Yep.
and shit like that, which
Oh,
I
yeah, I
hated.
remember that one.
And that one like cartoon
That
talk
was
show.
that was like Adult Swim, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah. But I love Nickel. I fucking love SpongeBob to this day. So funny. That is the funniest shit in the world. And
Yeah.
I know a lot of parents are like, "Oh, I don't let my kids watch it." Well, I loved my childhood
Yeah, I
with
did watch
that.
a lot of SpongeBob.
So fucking funny.
SpongeBob was a little after my cartoon time. I had already stopped watching cartoons by the time SpongeBob got popular.
It was hilarious.
I watched The Magician. It was like a superhero show. I didn't realize it was like a French superhero.
I think I know what one was. It the guy that kind of looked like Batman?
Yeah,
That was like
with the talk show.
The host.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
can't remember the name of that show.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yes, that's
Oh,
exactly what it
yeah.
was.
And then what was the like heavy metal?
That was Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
But that was a few years after. Space Lab was only 2 seasons.
Sea
Was
Lab.
it?
Sea Lab. Sea Lab and Space Ghost were both kind of quick in and outs, but they were super popular. Even to this day, they're still popular.
Yeah, I
Kenny
bought
was
Kenny.
obsessed.
I bought
with
him
Sea Lab.
the Sea Lab DVDs when he was, I think, in MCT school.
Yeah, when we were kids, fucking Kenny loved Sea Lab. For sure.
I never really got into Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That was
No.
I didn't either.
a lot of people liked that show. I didn't like it very much.
Some of the episodes had like a funny part or two in them, but for the most part, I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't think of.
I know Dragon Ball Z was always on when I got home from school.
Yeah, which always pissed me off because it was just one episode,
Yeah.
and it was their 30-minute episode, so 10 minutes of it's commercials.
Yeah.
Get it together, guys.
I watched a lot of Michael Keaton movies, like Beetlejuice
Yeah, Beetlejuice was dope.
and Snowmore Dad.
Yeah,
Whatever
Jack Frost.
Yeah, Jack Frost.
The Never-Ending Story. Did I already mention that one?
No, but I've never actually seen that movie.
The Never-Ending. We watched it for the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I listened to it.
And then luckily we did, because then I actually figured out what they were talking about in Stranger Things. I wouldn't have known otherwise, because
Yeah.
I'd never seen that movie before.
Yep, that was a classic. I watched that a lot in the hospital. Like a lot.
That movie was terrible. Maybe I would have liked it back when I was a kid, but watching it now, it sucked.
You watch your fucking whore mouth talking to me.
Ryan and I loved WWF.
Oh
And
my
I say
God.
WWF because that's what
That's
it
what
was.
Yeah.
But I
I did
hated
too.
Kurt Angle.
I had the ring,
Yeah.
and I had all the action figures.
Fucking A.
like
Well, fuck
chairs
the
and
action
tables and
figures.
shit.
I got my neck broken multiple times with the real life fucking power bombs.
Yeah, you didn't jump right. That was your own damn fault. It's a 2-person executed move. Oh, yeah. WWF. Fucking The Rock. Stone
Didn't they get
Cold,
sued for that?
Triple H. Yeah.
For,
They had changed to WWE.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
'cause,
The World Wildlife Foundation
Yeah.
sued him.
I listened to. Oh no, that was on the way back from Colorado. We listened to the trace evidence of that wrestler
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
killed his old lady.
Superfly or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about
Superfly
Chris
Snuka.
Benoit?
Yeah.
Is that the one who? Is that the one who did all that? Chris
He
Benoit?
murder
Chris
his whole
Benoit,
family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, he hung his wife and his kids from a Bowflex,
What?
and then he killed himself.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. And then
That's seriously what he did.
Okay.
Jesus,
I
man.
know. Family man
I
over
was
here.
I was expecting. I was expecting like the fucking stairs or something. He hung his family from a Bowflex.
That's not even that
That's why
tall.
it was funny.
I don't know. Or he strangled him with it. I know he killed him with a fucking Bowflex machine.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
And then he killed
Thanks,
himself.
Chuck Norris.
You're right.
Did he do Bowflex?
I think.
I thought he did like that sliding
Jim.
deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Total Jim was, yeah.
All right,
Chuck
sorry.
Norris.
Sorry, Chuck.
Yeah, that was bad news. Chris Benoit.
But he
deal.
got away with it. That's
Oh.
why they did that episode of Trace
Yeah.
Evidence.
thought
I was
you were
gonna
about to
say,
Chris
well,
Benoit got away
Chris
with it. I was like,
Benoit.
maybe for 20 minutes, and then he killed himself.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know about
He
that.
got away with it. He's in Cuba somewhere.
Yeah.
He's
You
in
heard
the
it here
Philippines
first.
with Tupac.
That's
yeah.
good.
Wrestling was my shit, man. Every Thursday, SmackDown would come on. But we also had book club at school. I never read the books. But I'd get my lawn mowing money together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd walk up to Hy-Vee there on Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy me a can of Slim Jims and a Coke. And I'd take them to school for the book day club. And everybody sat around and read their books for the book day. I didn't fucking read those But I did eat some Slim Jims and drink a Coke, and that was my shit, dude. I did it every week. And then I'd come home. Thursday was the best day of the week for me. I'd come home and watch SmackDown that night.
I feel bad, though, after hearing that nobody has health insurance.
What?
All the wrestlers, they don't have health insurance, so...
You gotta buy into your own policy.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, good luck on those fucking premiums.
Hmm?
I mean, I know they got money, but there's some wrestlers that have to go back at like 50 to wrestle because they just don't
They're
have
out of
any
money.
fucking money.
They could just get a different fucking job.
That is true.
I
They
mean,
could start acting.
I've never wrestled. I have health insurance.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I also have
Yeah.
health insurance.
Yeah. Most jobs, you could probably get it through them.
Well,
Or just, get poor enough.
It's still expensive.
when you're poor.
Not when you hit a
A
certain
lot of stuff's
level.
expensive probably when you're poor.
You hit a certain
Most things.
you hit a certain level of poor, you don't pay for it at all.
Oh,
You're just not poor enough.
I guess. I need to stop making as much money.
I wouldn't recommend that. You need to make as much money as you can.
definitely do.
Make all the fucking money, Matt. And give me some of it too when you're done.
If people start listening to this more.
Well, fucking guilt trip them. Go on.
In the
Yeah.
You can save 2 Blockbusters and Bootlegs hosts with your donation of $6.95
A month.
per day.
per
Oh,
day.
yeah, a day. Just comes out to $2 a day.
Yeah. Well, I thought we said $6.95.
Yeah, I'm talking $60.95.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What else?
No, I don't think there's anything else. We've gone through everything that was ever made.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ever.
All the childhood movies.
Oh,
I have to tell everybody one time we watched this movie. We were teenagers. It was a knockoff of Paranormal Activity. It was called Paranormal Entity, and Matt fucking loved it.
It
The
was good.
whole movie, this guy followed this girl around
Who
with a
happened to be
camera,
his sister.
and she was either topless or just in a bra. I can't remember. It was the weirdest fucking movie I'd ever seen.
It was his sister in the movie, actually.
Matt loved it.
I feel like I actually didn't think it was that good. I just had to defend my choice.
No, Matt just was like, look at boobs.
Yeah.
I'm into it. This is great. There's ghosts. I like ghosts. There's tits. I like tits. This is the greatest fucking movie I've ever
Great
seen.
movie. It's all it needs.
It was so bad.
I can never think. Was it Laid to Rest?
Yes.
Is that the movie? Yeah. I can never remember that one.
Where the guys pull up to the gas station
Yeah.
and they're listening to that song. Sexy bitches are my favorite kind of bitches.
I wasn't with you
It's
guys when
just
you
like,
watched
what
that.
the fuck kind of lyrics?
Didn't
are that?
somebody get stabbed in the head?
Yeah. And he took the knife and he slashed it and he cut this girl's
Oh, yeah.
mouth off. I mean, it went into her face and her mouth fell off.
He went like
Okay.
across her cheek and top lip, and for some reason, the whole bottom half of her face fell off.
Even her top teeth came off. Like he cut her skull off.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
sharp ass
really
knife.
sharp-
Yeah, it is.
It was such a horrible movie.
Or Matt and I on Friday nights would watch Snapped when we didn't have anything to do about women killing men.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite anymore. Narration just isn't on point.
They
Yeah.
kind of run out of Paige watches ID a lot, but they are like constantly coming out with new shows. I'm like, how have you guys not run out of shit to cover yet?
Because
It's
people are
keep
getting
killing
murdered.
People.
Yeah, but it's
A
not
lot.
new stuff. It's like,
Well,
They
do you
keep
want a
doing, like-
creative murder?
They're killing the same guy over and over again.
yeah. They just put a different twist on it.
They
each
keep
time.
they keep digging this poor motherfucker up and just smashing him some more.
Well, they've gotten to the point where it's like your stereotypical murder that has like no mystery to it. They cover that. I'm like, that's
And then
every other murder
Janet
ever.
Poisoned Craig. And you're like, no!
The new season of The Sinner came out.
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix.
We started watching it last night.
Is it the same characters?
It's the same detective.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think they were going to use the same characters because I read like a little snippet of it
So
year
far,
ago.
he's the only repeat character.
Yeah. I know Jessica Biel is like producing this show,
Oh,
but
really?
I don't think she's going to be in it anymore.
I haven't seen it.
I thought it was weird that they had a 40-year-old woman play a 18-year-old girl, but
She looks young.
I don't know how they pulled that off.
Are you talking about Jessica Biel? Oh.
That show was fucking weird.
Yeah, it was. It was good, though.
It was very weird. Very, very weird.
I don't think I'd like it.
Did you watch
You
Game of
wouldn't
Thrones,
like it.
Sydney?
No. Kenny watches Game of Thrones. He does that by himself. Because I don't like weird shit. I don't like the gore. I don't like the relationships with the family. I don't like...
Surprisingly, the gore in that show...
You don't like the incest part of it?
No, that's not my cup of tea. So I just kind of... I'll do my homework in the other room or something while he turns the
gore
lights
part-
out and watches it at the end of the bed.
That was such a good show.
They could have made the gore a lot crazier, and they kind of kept it throttled back a little bit. Like, there were parts where you were like, oh, shit, but for the most part, it wasn't like...
Over the top.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't
It's the same
crazy.
thing with like Handmaid's Tale. I don't watch that because I don't like the, I don't want to watch them like sexually assaulting
Yeah, I
women
can't do
over
that
and over
shit
again
either.
and shit. Which I don't know if that's what happens, but that's what I assume
The
happens.
first season is a lot of rape.
Yeah, so that's
I
not.
say I haven't seen the first
I haven't watched the whole thing, but I've
I
seen
think I saw part of the second one. 'Cause Sage was
select
watching it.
episodes, and they're just raping the fuck out of
Yeah,
people.
I can't
I'm
do
just
that.
like, nah,
It's gotten away from that.
yeah, I don't care.
It just makes me frown. So I like a lot of reality TV actually.
Ugh.
I love it. Anything. I like 600 Pound
Shore.
Life. Yep, Kenny and I watched Jersey Days. We watched Jersey Shore on Thursday.
How do you watch that shit?
It's so good. We'll make dinner and then we'll sit down and enjoy a nice. Or oh my god, 90 Day Fiance
I
is
was getting ready to say
hilarious.
that.
I love Married at First Sight.
Like, they call it reality TV, and it's the furthest thing from reality.
But it's so fucking
Like, people do
entertaining.
not live that way.
Yeah.
That shit is not real. at all.
My 600 Pound Life. Those people fucking live that way.
Well, yeah,
I can't watch that show. It's just
Yeah.
disgusting to me.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
so
fucking do
good.
that either.
It's. I've seen some shit in real life that's disgusting, so I can watch that.
Like
Just like-
buttholes,
Oh, absolutely.
stinky buttholes.
As a nurse, you have to like put a lot of things in people's buttholes, so it's. not...
What's the weirdest thing you ever put in a butthole?
Or taken out of.
I haven't like put weird shit in there because I have like given enemas, and you gotta like wait because they instantly have to shit.
Do
Usually.
you listen to Blink-182
You
while
gotta
do
wear
that?
like full gown, face mask,
Well,
just in case.
I just wore my scrubs, but I mean it's probably a good idea because you never know what's gonna happen. Or like a suppository. I've had to put a suppository in somebody before.
Dude, I'd be like, here, you need to put this up your butt.
You wouldn't push it in?
I'll
Paul?
step out of the room for you.
You wouldn't push it in? You gotta take your finger all the way to the knuckle.
That's why
and
you
really
don't.
get it in there.
That's why you can't wear your wedding ring, and you have to keep your nails short. Of course, you're wearing gloves, but I'm just saying, no wedding rings. You don't want to lose it in anybody's body.
And Matt, your penis is not an acceptable tool to aid in the suppository. Okay. He's like, we're just gonna push this in real quick.
Jesus Christ!
We gotta. Let me just make sure that it's made it back there.
Oh, dude, that'd be.
It's bad.
I can't do that kind of shit. I can deal with wounds. Like, I'm good with wounds. I have no problem with that. But
Not a whole lot of wounds, just a lot of buttholes.
when it comes to the gross shit,
I was on
I
med
can't
surge for a year between two hospitals, and not kidding, most of my patients had
Buttholes.
bowel issues.
Oh,
It was all
bowel
large
issues, yeah.
intestine issues.
blockages and stuff.
Yep.
Cute.
Yeah.
Like, they hadn't pooped in a few days.
Yes.
So they got this giant clump, like this bear clog, like bears get at the end of their hibernation.
Yeah. Just like sticks and berries of all fucking.
So I know that this is like an old wives' tale, but when you get a blockage like that, you do take a plunger and plunge it out of their ass, don't you?
That's the best case. If you can get that, you're great.
You take the plunger and you just like...
But you want one of those plungers that, they're not like the wide ones. They're the new ones that have like all the creases in them.
Yeah.
Because it can suction cup around the butthole.
Yeah,
like that
you
deal.
gotta poke it into their butt. And...
That deal
It's
that's like a
technical.
CO2 thing that unblocks toilets. Have you seen that?
That'll clear you
It's
right
got a
up.
CO2 cartridge in it, and you just shove it down in there and then press it, and it like blasts the air down through the toilet.
Jesus.
Clear you out.
Well, yeah, it'll fucking cover your head in turds, too. Blows shit water all over you.
It just blows the bottom of your toilet apart.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. There's another way to really clear out the bottom of a toilet.
Impact?
Yeah.
Or a hammer.
Zach was putting a new toilet in. Or no, he was fixing the seal in the toilet. And I kept telling him not to use the impact gun on the toilet.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I know what I'm doing.
He
And I was
probably wouldn't have
okay.
used the impact until you told him not to.
No, he was going to use it.
Oh.
He had it set, and he had the nut on the end of the screw, and
Would
he
it
was
just break
going.
it?
Fuck yeah, he broke the shit
It's
out
porcelain. You can't
Well,
use
yeah.
the impact on that.
of it. He broke the fuck out of it.
I didn't even
And
know what an
then he
impact was until a day ago.
raging.
Right.
And I literally said to him, I fucking told you not to use the impact on that fucking toilet, man. I don't know what you're yelling for now. Your dumb ass did it yourself.
I broke mine, but with a hammer.
Well,
Well, why are you
shouldn't
swinging
use
a hammer?
on a toilet either.
Yeah.
The
You knew what you were getting into with that one.
the molded plastic that the bolt sits in underneath had stripped out, so I couldn't get the nut off. So I had like a little chisel.
Never been a problem of yours before.
Yeah. I couldn't get a saw in there, so I took a little chisel and I was trying to just split the bolt, and I accidentally skipped off the chisel and hit the side of the toilet with the hammer and
How
broke
mad
it.
were you?
I wasn't, because I was going to replace it anyway, so...
okay.
After I did that, I just took the hammer to the rest of the toilet where it was
After that,
stuck.
he took the hammer to the wall for a little bit because he was a little
A little
grumpy.
pissed.
Yeah. You don't use impacts on the toilet.
You heard it here first.
Tool time with Matt and Ryan. Tip of the day.
Avoid
When
hammers
installing a
or
toilet,
impacts. on
avoid
toilets.
hammers and impacts. If you can, maybe if you feel like you can't avoid the impact, like you just have to use it, instead put a wing nut on it. And then you don't have the option to use the impact.
Not unless you got one of them sockets that's got the bunch of little deals in it that'll go on like
Why
any
are
nut.
why are you telling them about that?
Trying to think of every scenario.
You just fueled the fire.
Well, it's not tight unless you hit it with the impact.
You can use the wing nut and just tighten the
It's
wing
not
nut
tight till you hit it with the impact.
on a toilet.
On anything.
You just got done saying don't use the impact on the toilet. This is the first episode of Tool Time, and you're about to be fucking fired from
Yeah,
it.
that's all right.
Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Jeff the Jeff Man Clary. And on that note, I think we should call it, guys.
Yeah, we're at
We
an
talked
hour
about our
23.
favorite movies. We're running out of shit to talk about, so now I'm about to start making fun of my dad. So, yeah, this was episode 5, season 2 of Bootlickers and Block Logs. And thanks for coming on, Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
We are now officially on YouTube.
Oh, baby.
Got that figured out. So
I had a few people bitching about that a while back, but,
Apple, Google, Spotify, Spreaker, and now YouTube.
you know,
Nice.
YouTube. And I'll go ahead and share the YouTube video on Facebook so people can go check it out. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and go back to work and make your corporate overlords some fucking money.
And just listen to this while you're at work.
Yep. Bye.
Goodbye.